a friend of mine who's really into animation and video editing with like Premiere and After Effects recently came to me and they're like, can you put together a computer for me? I have a budget of like $1,000 and I want a computer. So I did that. And it's a Xeon system because I love Xeons. It's like 8-core Xeon with how much RAM? 32 gigs of RAM, 4.5 terabytes of storage, and just balls to the walls, crazy, but not like stupidly expensive. It's expensive, but not stupidly expensive. Hello there, everybody. This is Silent Mist, and welcome back to the vlog. It is currently almost time for me to leave for class. I've been testing out a thing. I'm trying to figure out how to get this program to work. This is a program that I'm trying to use to test the micro SD card that I have I'm not sure if it's dead or if there's an issue somewhere else, but I want to test it out. Unfortunately, I don't think it recognizes this because this SD slot does not plug in via USB. It is a PCI Express based SD slot. And as a result, it doesn't really work the way that I want it to. I don't even think I can boot like operating systems off of it on this specific computer. Which is unfortunate because if I could, I might keep the SD card and just like install Linux on this because like that's a lot of space, and I'm saying like a lot. I'm saying like way too much. But other than that, let's see. Leftovers are always good. Unfortunately, the meat is a little tough, so I decided not to eat it. I finished up the Jell-O that I made yesterday. And yeah, I think it's time to go to class. I finished that homework that I was showing you guys yesterday. It's just, so much stuff. It's like writing, and even more writing. And, geez, it's too much writing. Too much writing. But, yeah, I'm going to go to class, and I'm thinking that either today or tomorrow I'm probably going to get a haircut. Because right now my hair is, like, way past the point of insanely long, and it's, like, starting to get annoying. Like, it's always in my face. And, yeah, so I think it's finally time to get a haircut. But before that, I have to go to class. So for early dinner, or halfway between lunch and dinner, what's that called? Because between lunch and breakfast is brunch, so does that make between dinner and lunch linner or dunch? I don't know. But I made this. I don't know what it's called, but it's basically bread and eggs fried together. You fill a pan with oil, and then you put in the eggs, and then you quickly add the bread and mix it all together and fry it. And it's just really quick and easy to make. Except I did it backwards. I accidentally put in the oil, then the bread, and then the eggs. So the consistency is a little wrong, but it still tastes perfectly fine. But yeah, this is really good. Added a pinch of Old Bay, some pepper, and garlic salt. And now it's just this deliciousness. I'm also using the bed that I baked, and it's pretty good for this. It is actually quite good for this. But done for the day with classes. Have a lot of things that I need to do today, but that's no different than normal. But yeah, gonna eat this, gonna take it easy for a little while, and then it's time to work. Yeah. Many hours later, I went shopping. And I got a bag of saltwater taffy because saltwater taffy is so tasty. Yeah, when I went shopping, I didn't know what flavors were which, but now that I've been, this is cotton candy flavored saltwater taffy, and let me tell you, I absolutely love cotton candy flavored things. Like, wow, they are some of my favorite things in the world. On top of this, there's the blueberry flavor. Let's see, I think this is like gumball flavor. I've already taste tested most of these. Obviously, this is watermelon flavored. Then there's these cinnamon ones, which I don't really like because cinnamon saltwater taffy isn't that good, in my opinion. I think this is like popcorn flavored because it does not taste like what you would expect it to taste. But more or less, these are really good. As a matter of fact, these are like so ridiculously good that I think I'm gonna go and get a handful of these next time I go, just because I love me some cotton candy flavored things. But in terms of blueberry flavored things, I got some blueberry muffins in a box. I was planning on getting a bunch of stuff to actually make blueberry muffins, but then I saw that. So instead I decided to get that and the stuff that I need in order to make blueberry muffins. I can't talk, I'm tired. I decided to get that and the stuff to make blueberry muffins. Pretty much had everything but the blueberries, so that was pretty fun. I also tried Mountain Dew Pitch Black. It's like grape-flavored Mountain Dew. Tastes really weird. It wasn't bad, but it tastes really weird. But other than the shopping trip, yeah, today was a pretty quiet day. It was classes, get back from classes, do some work. Right now I'm studying for Japanese. Look, it's Japanese words. This is the pile of words that I don't know, which is now 6 cards long. And here's the pile of... Do I know this one? I half know this one. Let's see, if this is 6, then that's 18 cards that I do know. Haven't been going over this for too long, but in the period of time that I have been going over it, made good progress. But, yeah, other than that, my friend dropped off my DSi the other day. I was letting him borrow it for 9 days, or 9 doors, 9 personas, 9 somethings, and this thing is in Japanese. It's because I bought this DS in Japan, and there's a face that I made. I make funny faces for this thing, but this thing's sole purpose is to use this guy right here. I'm a dirty freaking hacker when it comes to that, but I have a bunch of homebrew, I have a bunch of games. It's just convenience at this point because... Well, actually, I have this for a couple of reasons. The convenience, and I think that DS games look really bad on the 3DS. Just because the 3DS isn't running at native resolution whenever you play games, and oh no, my 3DS is dead. Doesn't run at native resolution when you're playing games, and the upscaling just looks really bad because it's upscaling to a screen that's like 1.5 times the original screen. And, uh-oh. Looks like this crashed. But yeah, so the 3DS gets its gets all the 3DS games, but this thing gets all the not 3DS games because it just looks better on here. But apparently it's not gonna work. Yeah, it's a little finicky. The I don't know if it's the card itself or the slot maybe, but something about that. It doesn't have good contact and it just causes it to go to a black screen about 20% of the time, although I guess it's happening twice today because it just wants to prove me wrong. But, yeah, that's this thing. Other than that, I said yesterday that I was probably going to install that build of Linux onto one of those computers, but, obviously, as you can tell by this computer still currently running Windows, I haven't done that yet. But... One thing that I decided to look up today, ever since I showed you guys that little clip where I was parting together a computer for someone, was I wanted to see how well Premiere and a few other programs scale with more cores. And as it turns out, Premiere really does not scale well. Like, you throw 4 cores at it, and it's going to be really fast. You throw 6 cores at it, and it's going to be a little bit faster. You throw 8 cores at it, and it's just going to be like... there are 2 more cores, I don't know what to do with this. And then anything past that point and it seems like it's very negligible. After Effects seems to scale somewhat better depending on how complex your project is. But something that I haven't really been able to find, but I could probably test myself, is how well does Final Cut Pro scale? Because, yeah, apparently Final Cut Pro might scale a little bit better, which could be good, because, I mean... This desktop has a 6-core processor. I mean, the other one has only a 4-core processor, but together it's the same thing as a 10-core processor, right? Right? I think so. Something like that. But, yeah. I think that's going to be all for now, guys. I am exhausted. It's only 11, and I am this tired. I think that's my body's way of telling me that I need to go to sleep. Will I go to sleep now, though? No. Not for a little while. I have to wake up early tomorrow, though. So I'm probably going to go to sleep a little bit earlier than I normally would. But tomorrow I have to get up early to go to this random office appointment that I made with some professor in a different department to talk about some requirements for a course that I don't believe that I need. But right now the school thinks that I need, but it's a complicated story where I took the wrong class. And right now I'm trying to get that worked out. But, so that's what I'm doing first thing tomorrow morning at around, I think around 10 o'clock is when I'm going in, maybe a little bit later. And then I have stuff from 11 to 2. So, tomorrow won't be too long. I like Fridays because they're my shortest days. Are they my shortest days? Yeah, technically they are. Sort of. Shortest days in terms of class. I only have 2 classes and they're both only an hour long. But, yeah. That's going to be all for now. I'm going to enjoy the saltwater taffy. I hope you enjoyed today's video. And I will see you guys tomorrow. So until then, buenos nachos. It's late. And I'm really tired. It's like 3 o'clock. And I haven't started the vlog yet because I completely forgot to today. But I am exhausted. It's pretty late. I think I'm going to go to sleep, so I'm going to make today's vlog really short because it's sleep time. But what I wanted to talk today, or talk to you guys today about, is this really neat thing that I found on Google the other day. Or not the other day, but earlier today. I needed to figure out 20 petabytes per day to gigabytes per second. And Google just instantly figured it out for me. And I was like, wow. Unit conversions, that's nice. And I was just thinking that is insanely convenient. And while it's not hard at all to do that out yourself, it's still really nice that it's so easy to just get by like looking up something in English. But yeah, it was just a neat thing that I found. Other than that, oh wow, I'm so tired that it's like almost hard to vlog. Other than that, tomorrow is the day that I'm going to do some funky things with my computer. The first thing, well, I wonder if you'll be able to figure out what I'm going to do with that. I can try to use that. Don't think it's going to work. Actually, I'm like at least 100% sure that it's not going to work, but it'll be really easy to fix in the case that I mess something up. But tomorrow I'm also going to install Deepin just because I've needed to give it a try. I need like a computer running Linux. I mean, I have virtual machines, but I need an actual computer running Linux. I also really want to install OS X on the secondary desktop again. Ever since I got the thing. Fuck.